Everybody asking me, Truth, you seen Ja Morant? Truth, you seen Ja Morant? He up in the blink in the club. Like, what is up with the young fella? Yeah, we all been hearing the news about Ja Morant lately. He's been getting real crazy, real wild. Shay Sharp been on him strong, letting the real know you ain't that gangster. You're hustling backwards. And I think, the other night with displaying the firearm in the nightclub kind of showed, This is kind of wild, It's like this guy's trying to dunk on his way out the NBA. I don't know what the fuck going on with homie, but I can tell you that before we all rush to judgment and kind of diss this young man, you got to understand he's very young. Very young. The NBA done went real young. You see guys like Derrick Rose, they don't even let him play no more. He's sitting on the bench. This guy got skills. Probably can drop 30 on somebody tonight. But the NBA done went real young, and I think this is what happened. This is a repercussion when you got a lot of young guys on the team, giving these guys straight out of college, the team not having no veterans on there, no older people to say, hey, cut that music off. We ain't won no games to be listening to that kind of music. Just having that sternness in the locker room, somebody patrolling it, Be a lot of these young people with millions of dollars. Shit, they don't really know how to act, to be honest with you. But it seemed like this guy's almost trying to just throw away his career on some tough guy shit. It's a lot of people in the hood right now that, trade places with this young man, to be honest with you, and do shit the right way. I can tell you, though, one thing I can say before a lot of people place judgment on him, from my opinion, it kind of looks like this is what it looked like when you try to keep it solid. And people say, what you mean by that? Like, he a little bit too real for me, he's showing you the realness. He's not ready for the business life. I think he'll be able to help his homeboys and his people, his family and friends way more doing it the business way than doing it on some street shit, trying to stay real for these people who don't really know you. The same people who rooting for you when you dunk will be the same people saying you bogus as hell, when you do something wrong. So you got to be careful and understand it ain't that much real like in the comment section, So I think Ja Morant got to get, very wise to that. Because just think about this, this guy could throw his career away. Luckily this was just a gun. It ain't go off. We seen shit like that happen with Plaxico Burress. But I'm going to tell you, he looks a little solid for me. He's too solid. He's too real. He brought all his homeboys with him, got his friends in Memphis, got his entourage in Memphis. He done moved his parents next door to him, got his family all around him. And I think that's dope, too, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's time for him to become a man, When you bring the same energy around you and the same people around you, not saying they bad people, but it can stunt your growth. This kind of like a journey that he probably should have went on himself. Maybe brought a few people out there. Maybe he'd have gained new friends. I understand the no new friends shit. I get it. But it seems like Ja Morant got some of the same energy around him, Like they say, money don't really change you. It brings out more of who you really is, A lot of people say, man, he from the suburbs. He had both parents. I know a lot of people that got both parents and wild as hell. I'm not saying that about him, but I just think, he got the hood with him. This guy is just staying too motherfucking solid. He let he got the blick, and all kind of shit like that. And I just think, he in a position where he can make maybe $500 million before he retire it. And I know he ain't finna throw all that shit away for a World Star post. We got to be smart on that. But we're going to keep you updated on this, Ja Morant's been going real wild. That's why I want to ask y'all the question. I want y'all to keep it honest with me. How do y'all feel about the whole Ja Morant issue? Do y'all feel like the media is just jumping on him, bullying him? He the next person they trying to pick on? Or do you think this young man wild as hell and doing some crazy shit, and this possibility, if he keep it up, he gonna throw his career away? I'd love to know what y'all think. Leave a comment. It's the homie Truth Teller, Street Reporter.